MVP. Golf swung, right field. Forget about it. Rangers strike first. Goes after the first one. Drills a high fly ball. Left center field. This game is tied. From Javier. Seager hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. A bomb in the first. Drive. It's tied. Seager smashes the ball. Down line. Goodbye. Now Seager to right center field. Way back there. It's gone again. Corey Seager does it again. It's Texas Rangers win the World Series. The Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Trophy presented by Chevrolet. Is there any doubt? Corey Seager.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Right on Rangers Live, coming at you in a 2-1 ball game, headed to the top of the ninth inning. We're going to bring you the play-by-play in the top of the ninth, and we are going to talk things Texas Rangers, all things Texas Rangers, and take all your comments and questions along the way. Wyatt Langford, am I right? Wyatt Langford. Oh, my goodness, did we need that? Did we need that in the worst way or what? Oh, I'm just glad that the Rangers have a lead. I'm getting the barf bag ready currently with Luke Jackson coming into the ball game. I'm hoping for positive things. I'm going to speak it into existence, but I'm buckling up here. I don't know about y'all. Before we get too far into it, y'all know the drill here at Right on Rangers. We cover everything sports, but we put a big emphasis on all the teams we love from the great state of Texas, including the Rangers, and especially the Rangers during MLB season. Thank you for choosing Right on Rangers for all of your Texas Rangers content. Like I said, you got a comment, you got a question, you got something you need to get off your chest, drop it in the chat. We'll get to it eventually. If I miss it, put it in there again. I know it's annoying, but there's a lot going on at once here on the show. Never trying to duck anybody. If it's of substance, we will get to it 100%. All right, let's start here. We were no hit for the first 5 innings of this ball game. No hit against a rookie pitcher with an 8 ERA. I mean, can we call it an 8 ERA? Oh, my goodness, man. This was a very depressing game. Wyatt Langford made me feel a whole lot better about this game because, Lord have mercy, no hit by Dollander through 5 innings. Ugh. I don't want to dwell on the negative. This game obviously still hanging in the balance. Glad the Rangers have a 2-1 lead. We'll get into the offense here in just a little bit, but Luke Jackson, man, he got freaking nailed, and the Rockies are going to have a runner on base. I thought maybe they were going to get lucky on that one. Comebacker, hard smash right at Luke Jackson, bounces off his back. They're going out to him immediately right now. Let me get y'all the stats on that one. I don't know how hard that ball was hit, but Luke Jackson just took one right in the center of the back. 111 miles an hour off the bat. Okay, if you want to rub it a little bit, Luke, you can, buddy. 111 off the bat. My goodness. Yeah, Simi tried to make a little play on it. It just landed in a weird spot. Really, it would have been, well, Berger kind of was slow to react to it as well. That ball was just in no man's land after it deflects off of Luke Jackson. Rockies are going to have a runner here. Luke is coming out of the game. Luke is coming out of the game right now. Okay, then. So we are fast forwarding in a little bit, by the way. I always forget whenever I switch tabs on MLB TV, I'm watching on MLB TV right now, it always pauses my feed. So I have to put this in a totally different window so it stops freaking pausing my feed in the middle of the live. So y'all were like way ahead of me on that one. Well, maybe not way ahead, but maybe like 30 to 45 seconds. Hey, appreciate the gifts, by the way. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. I really do appreciate that. Big D51, thank you, sir. That was you, right? Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Very, very grateful for that. Luke Jackson, man. I feel bad for the guy. I really did feel like this was a decent spot. I know I made the barf bag comment earlier. I did actually feel like this was a decent spot for Luke Jackson to be in the game. I mean, I really did. I think that against the Rockies, against this offense, is there any team that you're going to get back on track against? It's got to be the Rockies, man. Taco, my day's going good, man. Thank you. It's going to get better if the Rangers can pull this one out. Not a great start to that inning. Not a great start, but you know what? Jacob Webb, he's going to come in, get a little double play ball and a strikeout, and we're all going to play I Like Texas and go home happy. John, it does feel like, what's good, by the way, my friend? Thank you for tuning in. It's good to see you. I do feel like Mahle does have to labor a lot, and in some of these starts, he has had some innings where he's throwing 20-plus pitches, and I definitely think you're onto something there. And without a lot of strikeouts, right? He only had 5 Ks. It's not like he has 8 or 9 strikeouts like DeGrom did the other day, but Tyler Mahle, 6 1/3. 88 pitches, not bad, but you do feel like Mahle had to labor a little bit at different times against the Rockies. Just not ideal. I think that he will definitely be happy, though. 6 1/3, 1 earned run. I mean, most Rangers fans, you got to be pretty pleased with that. I mean, I think selfishly, you wish he could go a little bit deeper just so we don't have to see Jacob Webb. But you know what? We'll take it. And hopefully we can get a little double play ball, little whiff, swing and a miss, strike 3, and we all go home happy. That's got to be the plan right now. Is Seager going on the IL? I don't know if they've reported a whole lot. Bochy basically said it's game to game at this point. It's game to game. So I think Seager is probably going to miss the homestand. I'm just guessing. So I want to throw that out there right now. It's just my guess. I cannot see them forcing him against the Rockies. Against the Rockies, I just don't see Corey Seager coming back into the ball game, coming back into the series, I should say. I don't know. They're showing the John Gray hit by a pitch in spring training. Come on now. You don't got to do John Gray like that. John Gray on track, by the way, to get back in about a month or so. Apparently, Cody Bradford's going to be throwing a bullpen, too. A lot of news in Rangers Nation. A lot of news. A lot of injury updates and transactions. We're going to go through it all, y'all, but we got to get through this game first. I do not love the Rockies having a base runner on to start this 9th, but a little bit of tough luck. Probably would have been a base hit, although I don't know how they were shading shortstop and second. Would have been interesting. Are we going to get a double play ball? Did I just speak this into existence? No way. We might get an interference on this one, though. Maybe. I don't know. That was a weird play down at second base. That was a weird play. Looked like Simeon, or looked like the arm got hit a little bit. I don't know. That was a weird play. Looked like Duran's arm got hit a little bit on the helmet, maybe. I don't know. It was a terrible throw. Let me see this up close here. Almost spoke the double play into existence. Yeah, it didn't even look like it hit anything weird. At least you don't get the runner down at second. That's lucky, man. That is lucky. Hey, Trevor, what's good, man? No. I had a Mavs shirt on. I'm trying to think. The last live probably would have been the play-in games, brother. No way. We're not hiding. You know me better than that. Come on now. We don't hide. We suffer through the bad times, whether it's Rangers or Mavericks. The Mav shirt was definitely on during the play-in games, and it's absolutely on the eve that the Mavericks get incredibly lucky. 1.8% chance to get the number 1 pick. We'll take it, man. After this season, we will take it. Looks like we are going to have a little line drive get past Marcus Semien. Looked like he was going to maybe be able to make a play on that. I don't know if it skimmed off the glove at all, but we got runners on first and second, 1 out right now. Look, the NBA rigged thing, I know that online it's fun to say, but guys, they have got people in the room when those lottery balls get drawn. They've got independent media. They've got team media. The process is extremely thorough. I know that it's definitely the hot take of the day. It's rigged, but it's not rigged. They literally have like 20 different eyes and a bunch of independent people throughout the process. I don't know. I mean, for me, I just can't go there. I can't do the tinfoil hat thing. The NBA's rigged. If they didn't have video, literally there's a 13-minute video of them doing the entire process, picking the lottery balls. They've got media, independent media from each team. They've just got like Sports Illustrated, random independent media. Everybody's watching the process. There's too many eyes on it. It's not rigged, but everybody's going to say that who's frustrated that the Mavericks get the number 1 pick. As a Mavs fan, I'm overjoyed. We're going to talk maybe a little bit more Mavs towards the end of the show, but I'll say this. I am overjoyed, and it opens up a ton of doors to have Cooper Flagg on the roster. I mean, I can't imagine that they are going to do anything different than draft him. I mean, I guess don't put it past Nico Harrison. Am I right? I don't put it past Nico, but I would assume it's going to be Cooper Flagg. I would hope it's going to be Cooper Flagg. Oh, shoot. 2-0 count. I really, really would like to see Luke Jackson start making some quality pitches here in lockdown. I do not want to see the bases get loaded here. Jacob Webb, I said Luke Jackson. Jacob Webb, got to stop messing around here, man. Come on. 3-0 count. Man, what are we doing? What are we doing? Jacob Webb, come after these guys. Come after these Rockies hitters, man. What are we doing right now? Getting cute around the corners, man. Just pitch these guys. Ball 4. Bases loaded, man. What are we doing? Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry. Hobie Milner? What are we doing with Jacob Webb right now? Hobie Milner? Anybody? Like anybody right now? Can we get Hobie Milner in the game, please? Oh, my gosh. Look, I hope Luke's okay too. Brad, what's good, by the way? I know I haven't been checking the YouTube comments a ton, the Facebook comments yet. Braves, no, pretty much Rangers only. I mean, look, I'm a fan of baseball, but Rangers are about the only team I care about. Bases loaded right now. 1-0 count. Farmer up to bat. I mean, this is what, 5 straight balls now for Jacob Webb? There's a strike. Thank you, dude. There's called strike 2. My goodness. Oh, John, I miss Yates too. I really do miss Yates as well. Look, we haven't won yet, Eric, but that is the plan. That is the plan to win the ball game. And the Rangers just did it, baby. Let's go. Double play. There's the double play. There's the double play. Come on now. I like Texas. Let's go. Whew. What a game. There's like every range of emotion in that game, wasn't there? Like sheer disgust watching the Rangers get no hit through 5 innings. Just disgust, right? That was a disgusting 5-inning performance from the offense. Like, I'm just going to let it rip tonight, y'all. Like, that was disgusting. The first 5 innings, you're getting no hit by Dollander, the rookie, with a freaking 8 ERA. Are you kidding me? All right, now that I got that off my chest, Wyatt Langford. Dude saves the game. Wyatt freaking Bangford, man. However quick that one was off the bat, that ball was mashed. I'm about to look that up. What was the exit velo on that Wyatt home run? Oppo Taco. 107 off the bat. There we go. 412-foot blast. Heck yeah, man. That is awesome. Perfect timing. It was looking bleak. Bottom of the 6th inning. It took for the Rangers to get their first hit. Wyatt Langford wins the game and breaks up the no-no all in one swing. Oh, thank God for Wyatt Langford. I mean that seriously. I said a prayer of thanksgiving for Wyatt Langford after he hit that home run. That's how much I love this team. I know God probably doesn't care about the results of baseball games, but you know what? You pray in all circumstances, and I prayed. Thank you, God, for sending us Wyatt Langford. Thank you. And I'm glad to see the bullpen coming through clutch. Tyler Mahle, we already talked about Mal. He did great tonight. Yes, he labored a little bit too much. I felt like only allowed 6 base runners, 5 base runners, and 6 1/3. Mahle was very, very good tonight. I had a number of different big pitches, getting out of little jams here and there. And he, again, gets no run support, right? That's the other thing. I feel like you have got to contextualize. You've got to qualify some of these outings. I mean, Tyler Mahle in this Rangers rotation, they're basically pitching like they're in a playoff game. I mean, that's what this is, y'all. It's like playoff baseball, like 2-1 ball game. Every pitch matters. I mean, of course, we want to try and win every game. Of course, every pitch does matter, regular season or not. But y'all know what I'm saying. These pitchers are literally playoff mode mentality every time they're out there because of the lack of run support. So I always give a little benefit of the doubt, even with Mahle allowing some base runners tonight against the lowly Rockies offense. The dude is high stress every single inning because of how close the game is all the time. And look, Action Jacks, I'm with you, man. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate you, bud. This was not a super pretty win. It was ugly at times. First 5 innings, hella ugly, but we got the win. And that is what matters. That is what matters. And I do think at this point, you'll take it, right? You're not going to look back in 2 months, 3 months on this Rocky series. Oh, yeah, that 2-1 ugly win. It's going to be a 2-1 win. We might remember Wyatt Langford breaking up the no-no with the bomb to win the game, but it's a win. And I will take that 100%. You've got to go 2 out of 3 against the Rockies. I know some of y'all are saying sweep. You got to go 2 out of 3 against the Rocks. You cannot lose this series in any way, shape, or form. But I'll take 2 out of 3. I'm not going to burn the whole house down if we lose the game against Colorado. I know that is not going to have very good optics. Don't get me wrong. But it's hard to go sweep mode every single series. It's hard to sweep a team in general. That's the beauty of baseball. That's the beauty of baseball. You don't have to win all 3. I disagree. Appreciate the comment, though. You don't got to win all 3. Win 2 out of 3. 3 out of 3 is what we all want. But I'm not going to be displeased with 2 out of 3 because you know what? I remember last year going to Coors Field, getting swept by Colorado, thinking, oh, yeah, this is 3 games. We're going to go to Coors Field. The offense is going to rake 3 wins, no problem. And then we lost all 3. So trust me, would I love to see a sweep? Abso-freaking-lutely. Am I going to be pissed off if we don't sweep them? No. I will be a little disappointed, but I'll take 2 out of 3. Absolutely. Brad, I'm with you. It was ugly. We'll take it. We made it through. I really, really think, this trend of Seager, Smith out and the offense just doing nothing. I know that Seager didn't play yesterday and the offense looked great, and it's about time. Right? It's about time the offense did something without Corey Seager in the lineup. I called out Marcus Semien today in the video that I put out earlier, a couple hours before the game. He did not have a good game tonight. I really think he's got to be circled in the lineup. Like right now, I think Simi is kind of back in the reeds a little bit. I don't want to say forgotten about. I know there's a lot of Rangers fans that are frustrated with Simi, but that dude has got to step up and earn the keep, man. You are the second highest paid player in that lineup. We have got to have Marcus Semien hitting well, especially if Corey Seager is going to miss some time. Semien was not good tonight, and I really thought this Colorado series was going to be a jump start for him, and it might still be. Loved the home run from him yesterday. I thought that might be a spark. Not saying it still can't be, but I really was hoping Simi was going to come out firing today after that big 2-run bomb to get the party started in Detroit on Sunday. Scott, what's good, man? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Go Rangers. We love it. I was about to throw up seeing the first 5 innings. Me too. The first 5 innings, I will say it a number of times before this show is over, were absolutely disgusting. The first 5 innings of this ball game. I had so many different thoughts running through my head, things I wanted to say when we got this show started. It was disgusting. I'm glad Wyatt Langford changed the entire vibe of that game with that home run. Score was 2-1 Rangers. 2-1 Rangers. Martin did make a crazy play. Scott bringing up that line drive comebacker. Look, we went 1 for 2 on the comebackers. Chris Martin handled his business when he got that one right back, right into his glove. Now, on the other hand, Luke Jackson, yeah. Here's the blessing in disguise. Here's the silver lining of the Luke Jackson injury. I don't know if he's going to miss any time. I hope not. I'm not hoping for an injury. But in the back of my mind, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. You know what my first thought was? Maybe this kickstarts the relief pitching depth search trade-wise. No Luke Jackson. Maybe the wheels start turning a little bit quicker. CY thinking, I got to go out and make a move. I got to pull the trigger and get this bullpen some more depth. And look, I know some of us might be thinking Luke Jackson, not that big of a deal if you don't have him, and maybe not, but it is one less arm. That was my first thought. Of course, I hope he's okay, right? My second thought was, hey, let's try and maybe look at the trade deadline, look at the trade market a little bit here and see if there's somebody out there. I don't think Luke's going to miss any kind of extended time. Don't get me wrong, but that was what I thought immediately after hoping that he was going to be okay. And I think he will be. Keep going. I just don't understand this team. We play the best team in the AL tough, take 2 off 2 of 3 games, then play like this. Yeah, it's a crazy, weird team, y'all. It just is. The Rangers, just nothing surprises you. They go toe-to-toe with the best in baseball, and then they go toe-to-toe with the worst in baseball. Nothing surprises me with this squad. My thoughts on Jackson being out there for the 9th, Brad, I don't love it. I don't love Jackson being out there for the 9th. I love Chris Martin in the 9th. I love Robert Garcia in the 9th. I'd even probably be okay with Hobie Milner in the 9th. I don't love Luke Jackson in the 9th inning. And it feels stubborn to me. I know we've used that word with Bochy before, but it just feels a little stubborn to me. You came out and you proclaimed Luke Jackson as your closer. It hadn't really been going great, but you don't want to be proven wrong. So you don't pivot and you go right back to him. That's what it feels like to me. I know that Bochy and the staff probably has quite a bit of belief in Luke Jackson. For me, you have a number of different relief pitchers that have been much more stable and solid. Again, Hobie Milner, Robert Garcia, Chris Martin. Chris Martin, look, he's been pretty good this year, but they've tried him out in the 9th, and I can't say Martin has been locked down, at least in the 9th inning. Although somebody did point out maybe about a week ago, the Rangers just haven't had good luck when the game is tied in the 9th. They've actually done pretty well when they actually have a lead. But yeah, Chris Martin, he kind of got a shot, and I feel like he got hit around a little bit. So we'll take the win. We'll take Jacob Webb getting the double play ball to end the game. But yeah, the bullpen makes me a little bit nervous in certain situations. I feel really good with Chris Martin, Robert Garcia, Hobie Milner. Beyond those 3, it starts getting a little dicey, in my opinion. I did see, Brad, that we had Astros losing to KC. Look, this is perfect. KC can beat up on Houston. Houston comes to Arlington on Thursday. That would be ideal. We gain a little ground on Houston before that series begins. It's going to be a fun weekend in Arlington, y'all. It is. Preston, I'm with you. Garcia is clutch, no doubt. Texas Rangers 2025, I'm with you. Like, I don't wish ill will. I say this every live. Y'all know this. I don't hope that anybody fails. Like, I'm not rooting Luke Jackson, give up the game-tying home run so that way you can get out of the 9th inning and Bochy will make a change. I'm rooting for Luke Jackson to close out the dang ball game. So I know that sometimes we tell it like it is, like, no, I don't like that guy in this spot. But when they are in the spot, they 100% have my support. 100% have my support. Keep going. What do we got? What are my thoughts on the Mavs? Look, love the fortune, love the good luck. The Mavericks, 1.8% chance to get the lottery pick, and they got it. I'm here for it. I am 100% here for it. We will take that all day long. I was not expecting that. I fully thought we're going to get the 11th pick. And you know what? Get some guy that I probably haven't heard too much about. I've heard of Cooper Flag. I have heard of Cooper Flag. I imagine a few of y'all have too. I'm excited. Cannot wait to see what this offseason is like. Mavs fans needed this. Like, I know there's some cynical fans out there, I'm sure, that really still can't be completely happy and are still super bitter from the Luka Doncic trade. Look, I'm sad about it still too. I don't like it, but I will say this. This gives me hope. Getting Cooper Flag, seeing what the Mavericks build around it, it gives me hope. Makes me excited about cheering for the Mavs again. It really does. I don't know if I'll ever be completely over the Luka trade. I don't know if I will ever totally get over that, but I surely will be able to get behind Cooper Flag. Yep. Hey, Sam, what's good, man? Yeah, I'm glad to break the news to you, brother. Mavs got the number 1 pick somehow, some way. 1.8% chance for them to get that number 1 spot, and they got it. Even sweeter, am I right? For all y'all that are actually Mavs fans, even better that they stole it from the Spurs. The Spurs, look, I don't hate them like I hate the Astros, but I just find it to be even sweeter that the Mavs took the number 1 pick from the Spurs. Like, seriously. Sam, I'm with you. Absolutely having mercy on the fan base, no doubt. We keep going. Let me scroll back, see if I missed anything. Travis, what's good, man? Yeah, Simi he needs to step up. You're getting paid the second most behind Corey Seager in terms of offensive players. We need Marcus Semien to be the guy, or at least like a step below the guy that we had in 2023 when he finished top 3 in MVP. Like, that is what's wild to me. Marcus had like 3 years in 6 where he finished top 3 in MVP. And I really don't want to think that it's just slid down this far. The age has caught up with him, regression, all of that. I really want to believe that he still has a little bit of that MVP caliber player in him. And I just feel like if Corey Seager's going to miss any amount of time, he has got to step up. Bro, come on. We cannot be hitting 176 with a 500 OPS getting paid what he's getting paid. And I know that we love the World Series. I'm never going to not appreciate that. I think that you can very much enjoy what happened in 2023, but still like the team to win and actually do something else in 2025. That's what kind of gets me is some of the fans. It's like, oh, well, at least we had 2023. No, I'm at the point where, yeah, I appreciate everything that 2023 brought and everything it gave. But I want this team to win now in 2025. I'm going to be greedy. It's all part of being a fan. Nobody has mandated that you just got to be good with whatever happens after 2023, no matter what, because at least you won the World Series then. Yeah, that might be what I tell myself, like when we're losing to the Rockies 1-0. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be hoping, I'm going to be pressing that we continue to be a top-tier franchise. That's what I'm always going to expect. I think banners change things, and I'm just never going to be good with, oh, yeah, well, at least there was 2023. Like, I cannot take that stance all the time. I can do it some of the time, a very small portion of the time. I can't perpetually have that perspective like some people, like some Rangers fans can. Can't do it. Too competitive, y'all. Too competitive. Just can't do it. Keep going. Rangers win. Mavericks get the first pick. Houston's losing. This night, can't get any better. It really can't. What else is going on around the AL West right now? That's what I want to check out. Are we gaining ground on anybody else? What's Seattle do tonight? They are beating the Yankees 2-1 in the 3rd inning. It's not many times that these words leave my mouth, but dare I say, go Yankees? Oh my gosh. That took something out of me, y'all. But go Yankees, I guess. just for this series. Go Yankees, man. I hope that they can beat the Mariners, help us gain a little bit of ground in the AL West. It feels wrong, but go Yanks, man. Go Yanks. 7-4 in the bottom of the 8th, getting a little dicey in Houston. What else? We got the Padres beating up on the Angels. 3-2, not really beating up on them. What did the A's do? The A's, did they not play today? Did they have a Monday off? Is that what happened? Looks like that might be the case. So we checked the standings. Rangers currently pulling to 21-21, back to 500. You're 2.5 games out. If the Mariners and the Astros were to lose, the Rangers would gain an additional half game. So you would be 2 games out of first place, and you would be 1.5 games out of second place. And you would be tied with the A's for third place in the division. A's are going to be playing the Dodgers starting tomorrow. So hopefully, 2 things. Go Dodgers, go Yankees. Never thought I would say that in the same sentence, but here I am with the Dodgers playing the A's and the Yankees playing the Mariners. My goodness, what is happening right now? What is happening right now? Yeah, no hit until the 6th by the Rockies. We don't need to say that out loud too many more times. It's pretty embarrassing. We don't need to say that out loud too many more times. Preston, no Rangers games yet, although this summer we will be probably going to one of the games, maybe in San Diego. We're either going to go to a game in San Diego or in Anaheim. We kind of circled a couple of the summer dates where the Rangers come out west. That is when I get my Rangers fix. So I am excited. I think we're going to probably try for San Diego. I like going to San Diego a little bit more than LA. San Diego, they got some things for the kids to do. It's a beautiful ballpark, beautiful weather. So San Diego, I think, is what we're going to try and make happen. Plus, I like watching the Padres play. Like Rangers, Padres, probably my 2 favorite teams to watch. Obviously, the Rangers are number 1. No other team get out of my heart except them. But in terms of casual fan teams that I enjoy watching, Padres are right up there. Plus, I love Yu Darvish, and Yu Darvish is a Padre, so that's good enough for me. We keep going. John, I'm with you. Adolis did have some terrible ABs tonight. Both those dudes, Marcus Semien, Adolis Garcia, you just hope that they find it, man. 221, 648 OPS for Dolly, 500 OPS for Marcus Semien. Like I've said, even when they tried to move Adolis Garcia down to like the 7 spot, y'all remember that when we moved him down to like the very bottom of the order? But then like the RBI opportunities just keep finding you. Like, it doesn't matter if you're hitting 7th or 8th. The RBI opportunities just keep finding you. We look up, Dolly's hitting 7th, and he's got runners on 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Like, it's just how it goes. So my point in bringing that up is it's almost like it doesn't matter where these guys are hitting. Obviously, you don't want them up hitting 1, 2, or 3, but it's like you have them 5th and beyond. It's kind of a crapshoot at some point. They're probably going to get some kind of RBI opportunity eventually. It's just how it happens. Sam Petco is one of the best ballparks. If you've never been to Petco, y'all check it out. Just a beautiful ballpark. You got the bay really close by. Just the vibe of that park, really, really cool. I love the Western Metal building over in left field. And there's a lot of fun stuff for the kids to do. They got like a little sandy area kids can go mess around in. They got some grassy area you can kind of go watch from the outfield. A lot of great food. Yeah, seriously, one of the best parks if you ever get a chance to go. Josh Young, nice little nifty play down at third base to end the game. Absolutely. Adam, I do hope that Josh Smith is back. My thought is that probably going to be back tomorrow. Needed a little bit of a maintenance day today with the back soreness. I really don't anticipate Josh Smith missing a lot of time. That being said, he did have some kind of hand soreness or hand issue, and it ended up causing him to be out for a series. I really hope that that's not the case. I don't know if I want to tempt fate. Both Corey Seager and Josh Smith out against the Rockies for the rest of the series. Look, it's not the worst team to have both those guys out for, but I will say this, I would much rather prefer to have Josh Smith for the last 2 games to ensure that we get a series win and hopefully a series sweep. Keep going. I absolutely do think that Evan Carter leading off is the future. I know we love Josh H. Smith. I don't think that Smith is going to be out like all the way down at the bottom of the order, but I do think eventually Evan Carter probably is your leadoff guy. That is the prototype, and I'm not saying I'm complaining about anything Josh Smith is giving you, but I do think that this look, Evan Carter in the leadoff spot, that's going to be probably what we see 5 years from now. Maybe it'll still be Josh. Maybe Smith will still be there and Evan Carter will be somewhere else hitting 2, hitting 3. Who knows? But I did like the feel of Evan Carter in the leadoff spot. Drew a walk, went 0 for 3 otherwise. But Carter, Langford, Seager, I mean, who says no? Carter, Langford, Seager, that's a pretty good 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm not hating at all, not complaining at all about Smith, Langford, Seager. Really love that 1, 2, 3. But you can see the vision down the road, 100%. We keep going. You were at the game tonight, Natalie? Jealous. I'm jealous every time y'all say that. Don't stop telling me, but seriously, I get jealous every time y'all say, I was at the game. I wish that I could easily go to a game. Lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for many years. That was a staple. Those weeknight Ranger games, those are like my favorite because they just make the week go a little bit faster, give you something to look forward to during the work week. Going to the Ranger game Tuesday night. Awesome. It's like a mini weekend during the week. I love it. So, look, if I could, I would be at a lot more ball games if I was in the area. Love it out here in Vegas. I get my fix when the Rangers come out west, but go to as many Rangers games as you can. Don't take it for granted, especially if you got some of these Hall of Fame players that are playing like Jake DeGrom and Nate Eovaldi. Yes, sir. What did John Radigan say today on DLLS? Talked about how Boone has the guys sharing info with each other between at bats and saying that they haven't been doing that. At least that's what I read into it. I would assume if they're bringing it up, Sam, it's probably something new. And maybe it's not that big of a deal. Who knows? I mean, clearly tonight, sharing info between at bats wasn't really helping. I mean, let's be real. But that is interesting to me. You would think that they would probably be doing that a lot more. And who knows what the reason is. Obviously, we don't have Donnie Ecker around. Why weren't you having him do that? So maybe a little bit unfair, but interesting nonetheless. Absolutely. Let me keep going. Appreciate all the follows, man. I'm going to try and catch up on TikTok. Brad, I'm kind of with you on Garcia. I do think at some point it's a crapshoot. Like you put Garcia in the 7 hole and it's going to end up him with runners on base and 2 outs needing to come through. But still, you play in the math game. The lower you hit Dolly in the lineup, the less ABs he's going to get. And when he's hitting like this, you probably want him taking less at bats. I mean, just calling it like it is, right? But I don't understand him hitting 4th. I know that you had limited resources today with Seager out and Smith out, but I personally probably would have had Josh Young, maybe even Jake Berger hit cleanup. I think Josh Young at this point, I don't think he has wowed this season. Made some very nifty plays with the glove, but with the bat, I wouldn't say Josh Young is really super impressed. But I probably would feel a lot better about him hitting cleanup than Adolis Garcia at this point. JJ, what's good, man? Yep, the offense minus Wyatt Langford. Wyatt Langford, let's see who else had hits. Josh Young and Jake Berger. Right, good morning to everybody. Good morning to no one else except those 3 guys. Let me see. The Rangers technically won this game. Yes, they did. I don't know if they have done any more breakdown on Garcia and why he's regressed, but what they were saying last year was bat speed. Dolly's bat speed from 23 to 24 slowed down a lot. Not really sure where it's at this year, but that was what they said last year it was the bat speed. Keep going. Appreciate all y'all. What is Jock still doing in the lineup? Look, Jock 0 for 2 at the walk, hitting 127. Jock has been hitting well over his last stretch of games. I'm going to read you the stats on him. Jock's hitting 294 over his last 7 games. 478 OBP, Jock Peterson, over his last 7. That's why Jock's in the lineup. So I've told y'all this. You're going to get a lot of people looking at the box score. I'm not saying that you didn't watch the game or you haven't been watching the game, so don't take this the wrong way at all. But there's a lot of people that are going to cherry pick on Jock. Look at that box score. Why is he hitting 4th? The reality is Jock Peterson is probably one of our better hitters over the last week of games. Dude's 294 average, 588 slugging. Dude's got basically, let me do the math on this. He's got about 1,060 OPS in his last 7 games. That's why he's still in the lineup. That's why he's sitting at the top of the lineup. So I got no problem with Jock Peterson right now hitting a little bit higher. I think that's exactly where he needs to be with the stretch of games. And even over his last 15 games, it's not elite, but he has a 748 OPS over his last 15 games. I would say that's very average. But the last 7 games is what you look at with the 1,060 OPS. Yes, sir. Yes, please. That plays. We'll see how long it lasts, but Jock Peterson definitely deserves to be at the top of this lineup right now. Keep going. The slump early. Yeah, I do think that the slump early for Jock Peterson stands out in a lot of people's minds. Mine too. But you take the truth serum, which is the cold, hard stats, and they say Jock Peterson's been actually doing pretty well of late. So that's not to say you can't go one way or another very, very quickly. But for right now, Jock Peterson, he ain't doing half bad. Young is still a young guy. See what you did there. Unacceptable at bats while all the vets around him are crumbling. If this guy's got the resolve at his age to churn out a decent performance, surrounded by mediocrity, imagine what he can do surrounded by greatness. Josh Young, I'm not saying that he's had a bad start to the year. My expression was, I don't know that he's wowed anybody. I do think you got to give him credit for maintaining a solid average and still continuing to have good ABs. Josh Young doesn't look lost up at the dish, but obviously he's not knocking your socks off with the numbers or with the output. I do think with how bad certain guys have been, you kind of lose track of some of the guys that are just doing their job at a really steady rate. And I kind of feel like that is Josh Young right now. Again, hitting 267, 735 OPS is probably a little below where you want to be, especially a third baseman. But 267 average, not half bad, considering what we've got in other places. It's good to see Jake Berger 1 for 3 and really could have been 2 for 4 if not for a Gold Glove play out in center field. We had a nice diving catch by Doyle to rob Jake Berger of a very solid line drive. Looked like maybe it was going to hit grass, but Doyle, Gold Glover, man, just totally snagged that thing right before it hit the ground. Texas Repo, what's good, man? What's good? Your Stros are blessing us tonight. Love you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Your Stros are coming through for us tonight. Is it still a favorable score for the good guys in Arlington? 7-5 Royals beating the Astros right now. And we all know the real games start this weekend, right? The real games start Thursday through Sunday. Silver boot, baby. Always fun. Always fun. Keep going. How do I feel about Jace? Is that who you're talking about? I mean, I don't think he did too much in that series. Obviously, I like Josh better than Jace. I think Josh is probably trending quite a bit better in his career, but honestly don't know enough about his brother to really have a super solid insight or commentary on that. Thought it was fun that they played tic-tac-toe between innings. That was great. Keep going. Yeah, I think you nailed it, Sam. Like, you have so many polarizing Rangers players, guys that are hitting under 200. Then you have Corey Seager and Josh Smith killing it. Wyatt Langford hitting a game-winning home run tonight. And then you've got some guys that are just kind of minding their business and having a decent year. And Josh Young is one of those guys. I think you could probably throw in Jonah Heim. Jonah Heim, you look up, he's hitting 250, 260. And it's like, I said it all last year. That's all you need from Jonah Heim. You don't need Jonah to be a 300 hitter. Just give me 250 from the 7 or 8 spot or wherever the heck he's hitting on a given day. Keep going. Yep. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate all y'all's comments. This is great. Royals were our hero at the end of 23 too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We keep going. Appreciate all y'all. Thank you. Drop a comment. You got something that you want to add in? You got a question, something that you want me to talk about? I'd be happy to do it. I'm going to go through my talking points, but I'll be checking comments throughout. So to wrap up the box score, there's not much for us to look at. Wyatt Langford, the GOAT, the young GOAT, 1 for 4, 2 RBI, game-winning RBI at that. And then we had a couple of 1 for 3s, Josh Young, Jake Berger. Berg could have been 2 for 4. Nice little return for him coming up from AAA. Let's talk about some of the transactions. One of the moves that I got to give a little backpack on, we had Alejandro Osuna getting promoted from AA to AAA today. I thought that they would maybe give Alejandro Osuna the 40-man spot that Sam Haggerty took. I thought, hey, maybe they'll promote Osuna to AAA, give him the 40-man in anticipation of him maybe being a late call-up. I don't know. Maybe that's like way too lofty and off base, but they decided to give the 40-man spot to Haggerty. It's not that Osuna couldn't take a 40-man spot later on in the year, but good for Alejandro Osuna. He was hitting well in AA. Of course, he killed it in spring training. Did I tell y'all what his stats were in spring training? They were insane. The stats were absolutely insane in spring training. I'm going to try and pull them up for you guys on the fly. Whenever I need to do this, my computer always goes like super terribly slow, but I'm going to see if I can figure this out real quick. So Osuna in spring training, come on now, 429. Here we go. I love it. My computer came through in the clutch for me. 429 with a 1238 OPS in spring training. Dude was straight up raking. The numbers were insane in spring training. And he was slashing 317 with an 848 OPS as of a couple of weeks ago in Round Rock. I'm sure it didn't dip down too much. Alejandro Osuna getting promoted to AAA. Good stuff. Real good stuff. And then we also had a couple of other injury updates. You had Corey Seager getting evaluated today. Bochy basically saying it's a game time decision for him. Almost every single game, it's kind of game to game. We'll see if he has to go on the IL. They haven't said yes or no either way. Josh Smith, back soreness. And then Jake Berger, he came up today. Blaine Krim back down to AAA. Definitely not unexpected. The Rangers have way too many first basemen right now. I mean, you've got Josh Smith who can play first. Jock Peterson can play first. You also, of course, have Jake Berger. You've got 3 first base guys right there. Ezekiel Duran can play first for you in a pinch. There's just really no room for Blaine Krim. I feel bad for him. I don't think that his opportunities are over. I think he'll get another shot eventually, but you just never know, man. You don't. When you get that call up, you just don't know what's going to happen after that. You think that you'll be back, and there's a lot of cautionary tales here, y'all. You get that big league call up, you're a guy that kills it in AAA, and just circumstances go different directions, and you don't always make it back. I think Blaine Krim will be back at some point. I want to think that. But I feel for him that he didn't make more out of his opportunity. And I think we got to call it like it is. And look, there's obviously some built-in excuses. He had his first opportunity in the bigs, Not many people come up and just kill it in their first 2 weeks. And Blaine Crim didn't necessarily get everyday starting opportunities, right? He was kind of here and there, hit or miss. It's hard to get into a rhythm. I hope that he gets another chance, but I really felt like he needed to get off to a decent start if he wanted to stick with the big league club, and just never found it, right? I don't think, I'm not trying to rub salt in the wound here, but don't think he got that first major league hit, right? I mean, look, I don't think I remember that moment ever happening. So I feel for the guy still searching for that first big league hit after the number of ABs, at bats, and opportunities that he got. So we'll see what happens with him in AAA. Hopefully he goes down there, keeps his head down, keeps on grinding, working hard, and he gets a call up eventually one way or another. But that was the move that was sent down for Jake Berger coming up. Keep going. Philip, yes, sir. Thank you for that. Houston officially 7-5 in the books. Is that right? Hey, the night just got a little bit better. I love it. 7-5. Waka. Michael Waka, man. That guy has been around the block a time or two. I forgot he was pitching for the Royals. He gets the win. Estevez, former Angel, gets the save. And the Royals beat the Astros. So I think 21-21 is Rangers. 20-20 is the Astros. So it's getting tight in the AL West. Getting tight. The Mariners have lost 3 in a row. Right now, they are actually tied. A good job, Yankees. Mariners are tied 2-2 in the top of the 5th with the Yankees. They are hosting the Yankees right now. So both Mariners and Astros, it's really perfect timing. Kind of even more reason why the Rangers do need to try and sweep this series. I'm not going to burn it all down if they only win 2 out of 3, but you've got your 2 arch rivals in the division, the Mariners and the Astros. You got your 2 rivals playing really good baseball teams right now while you play the worst team in baseball. So it would be wise to win all 3 games and gain as much ground as you can. I mean, that's a big problem. That was a big problem last year. The Rangers would get some of these good matchups. They'd be playing a weak opponent. Astros would be playing somebody challenging, and you would have the Rangers totally soiling the bed and not taking advantage of other divisional teams playing really good competition while you get a break. So the Rangers would do well to win the next 2 games, let the Yankees, let the Royals beat up on the Astros and the Mariners respectively, and then you go into the weekend series, the Silver Boot Series, with some good positive momentum. The Astros maybe a little bit beat up from playing a good team, and then you take care of business against the Stros. Hard to win a 4-game series, really hard. I've always said if you can take 3 out of 4, that's impressive. A split is just not the worst thing in the world in a 4-game set, but 3 out of 4, extremely impressive. It's a good night in the AL West with all these teams losing, man. I know that the Yankees are tied right now with the Mariners, but it might be a clean sweep for the Rangers in the AL West. I know the A's didn't play today, but nevertheless, Phil, appreciate all the comments, man. Thank you. Daniel, call up some of the prospects to show some promise for the trade deadline. I told y'all this was kind of my angle on Zeke Duran. He was crushing it in AAA. I really wanted them to leave Zeke Duran in AAA and then trade him at the deadline. I don't think Zeke Duran really has any kind of path to solid playing time. Yes, with Josh Smith and Corey Seager out, that's what it takes to get Zeke Duran on the field. You've got to have 2 of your best players out at the same time. That's how small and narrow the path is for him to get playing time. I really wanted to see them leave Duran in AAA, let him mash in AAA, jack up and inflate the numbers, and then you trade him to a team and you can pitch it, hey, he's had a great AAA, he's been working on some things, he's getting hot, and then you ship him off. There's no path to playing time for Zeke Duran. Like, I don't have anything against him. And maybe going to Sam's comment, I know y'all can't see the YouTube comments, Comment is Zeke just needs confidence and consistency. Maybe if he got an extended run, it would be different. But even so, I don't think that he has any path to playing time. There's no way he's overtaking Corey Seager, Josh Smith, Josh Young, Marcus Simeon. You've got a bunch of first baseman options. You just don't really need Zeke Durant unless you've got both Corey Seager and Josh Smith injured. I'd like to see them trade him. I wanted to see them just leave him in AAA, get the numbers up, and then at the trade deadline, hey, we got this dude who's hitting 350. That's what I wanted to see. Obviously, the Rangers had other plans. Cooper Flag, yes, sir. Ranger 205, what's good, brother? Yes, sir. Had to rep the Mavericks tonight. I was hoping everybody would get it, and a lot of people have. I know not everybody that loves the Rangers is a Mavs fan, but Mavs fans, we got to be happy tonight. It's a great night in DFW. You got the Rangers winning. You got the Mavs pulling off an improbable number one pick in the NBA lottery. And you've got the Houston Astros losing. I don't think the Stars are playing tonight. They played last night. It's a good time. Good time right now in DFW sports world. Hopefully the Rangers can keep this up and not have as close of a call tomorrow and Wednesday against the Rockies, please. But I'll take the win. 100% I will take the win. Comment here, we need to chill on the Rangers offense. They'll pick it up. I just think the only reason at this point why you start worrying is you're a month and a half into it, right? It's not 2 or 3 weeks of struggle. We're at 6, 7, 8 weeks of struggle, right? That, I think, is what worries me. There's obviously a long runway of games, and the Rangers offense could 100% turn it around. Getting Seager and Smith healthy is a big part of it. Getting Evan Carter back, that unlocks a lot. I would still like to see the Rangers go get a bat. Would love if the Rangers went and got a bat at the deadline. You tried last year to respect the 23 team. Hey, we believe in you guys. You're struggling, but we're not going to go get anybody. You guys are going to turn it around. They did that last year. I don't want to see them try to do it again this year. I want to see them go get somebody. We keep going. People said the Mavs NBA lottery is rigged. It's not, man. It's not rigged. They have so many cameras on the whole lottery process. They publish it all. There's independent media, team media that watch all of the lottery balls get drawn. At this point, it's just click stuff, people trying to get clicks and kind of just be funny. I don't know. The NBA lottery, it's not rigged. We just got incredibly once in a lifetime lucky. 4-2 now. Philip, my man, thank you for the score updates, brother. Appreciate it. 4-2 Yankees. Like I said, I never thought I would say this in the same sentence, but go Yankees, go Dodgers, beat up on all of the AL West teams while we play the Rockies, please. Looks like the Yankees are still trying to add on right now, too. Who do they have pitching? Hancock pitching for the Mariners. Okay. I don't think we faced him. At least I don't remember facing him. And that's odd because we saw the Mariners for 6 games in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Okay. But we have Angels now losing to the Padres as well, 4-2. Okay. Who's my favorite Ranger? Corey Seager right now. Favorite Ranger. Definitely Corey Seager right now. Favorite Ranger of all time has got to be Josh Hamilton. No doubt, Josh Hamilton. Keep going, man. Appreciate all y'all. Thank you so much for all the comments. Thank you for the questions. Let's review and actually let's preview, I should say, tomorrow's game. Jack Leiter on the bump. I think this game is going to tell me a lot about Jack. So the last 3 games, Jack Leiter has faced the Mariners, the Giants, and the Red Sox. Those are 3 pretty formidable offenses. You could excuse Jack Leiter struggling a little bit against those 3 teams. Now you've got the Rockies. And yes, baseball is a beautiful game. You don't get anything handed to you. You can't run out the clock. You've got to play all 9 innings. And any team can win on any given night. That is the beauty of the sport. But if Jack Leiter struggles against the Colorado Rockies, what am I talking about when I say struggle? If he gives up 4 or 5 runs against this Rockies club, I think we've got to up the worry meter a little bit. I'm not saying you send him down to AAA if he loses against the Rockies, but start to get a little worried. I think he had a great start to the season. I think the blister threw him off a little bit, just being on the IL, kind of interrupting his flow state and rhythm. But I really think this Rocky start is big for Jack Leiter. If you don't have Jack Leiter tomorrow having a good game, I think you got to start worrying a little bit. A little bit. We keep going. Hambone's doing better. Yeah, I know he was going through some drama. He had kind of a crazy domestic, I don't want to say domestic violence, but it was some kind of dispute at home with daughter and wife. And of course, there's the substance stuff and all that. Look, I try not to dwell on that. I wish Hambone the best, and I hope that he's doing well. No need to put people's stuff out there. Lord knows we all got our own issues and problems. Hope Hambone's doing well, and always going to be thankful to him for all of the memories, countless memories that dude gave to our Rangers franchise. Yeah, look, Freeland tomorrow against the Rangers. By the way, Leiter has only faced Moniak, and Moniak is 0 for 2. No other Rockies player has faced Leiter. For Kyle Freeland, Rockies pitcher, you've got Barnhart 2 for 5 with 2 RBI against Freeland. Berger is 1 for 3. Duran 1 for 2. Garcia 1 for 3 against probable starter for the Rockies, Kyle Freeland, in his career. Josh Young 1 for 2. Here's where the numbers start getting good, y'all. And this is where I'm going to miss, really where we're going to miss Corey Seager. Jock Peterson 3 for 4 against Kyle Freeland, which is weird. I'm wondering if they're going to start Jock tomorrow because Freeland's a lefty. Jock's 3 for 4 in his career against Freeland. Do you start Jock Peterson tomorrow, even with the lefty? I probably say yes if you don't have Corey Seager. Like, I'll take Jock Peterson 3 for 4 against Kyle Freeland with a 6.41 ERA against whoever they're going to throw out there instead. Corey Seager, dude is hitting 12 for 23 against Kyle Freeland with the home run and 4 RBI. 12 for 23. Man, I wish Corey Seager was playing tomorrow. You know, there are just some guys, when you face them, you just feel so confident, right? All my former ball players, y'all know this. You have guys, whether it's in the league that you played in, club ball, high school, college, whatever it is, there's some dudes that you just feel so confident standing up in that box going against them. And you know that's Corey Seager against Kyle Freeland, man. 12 for 23 with a home run, 1451 OPS. My goodness, Corey Seager. Missed that guy. Hope he gets better. And let me talk a little bit about Corey. Let me talk a little more about him. I love Corey Seager. One of my favorite Rangers of all time. Not my favorite Ranger of all time, but he's up there. Current favorite Ranger, though, Corey Seager. I've mentally prepared myself, and I want to recommend you do the same. I've mentally prepared myself over the last 2 years. Corey Seager is going to give you 120 to 125 games, probably max, every season, every regular season. And you know what? If he can give you that plus a full postseason, I think you got to take it. I know that a lot of people get frustrated about the Corey Seager injury, and I've said it. Corey Seager, with how he's gone with his health over the past couple of years, dude should be spending LeBron James money to stay healthy. It should be. He gets paid enough. You should be doubling whatever it is that you spend right now on body maintenance. Double it, Corey Seager. You're getting paid plenty of money. Get the LeBron James plan and double up, man. Because if Corey Seager could figure out the health thing, it would be scary what some of his career numbers would end up being. I think he can still go down as one of the greatest shortstops to ever play this game, just by nature of the fact that he has 2 World Series MVPs and only 4 people have done that in Major League history. But right now, I think you've got to mentally prepare yourself. Bring it down a notch. The dude's good for 120 to 125. And if you can get that plus a postseason, I think you got to take it. Now, if it's close, unfortunately, missing him for 40 games is huge. Like if you're in a close race, it's not ideal to miss him for that many games. But look at his last 3 or 4 seasons. The dude does not make it to 150. At best, he's getting to like 125, 130. And I think we've all got to lower and temper our expectations with Siegs. Love the guy. Wish he could stay on the field more. But I've become less and less upset when we have these injury issues pop up with him. I've mentally prepared myself. The dude's not going to be available all the time. And you know what? When he gets hot and you're expecting his name in the lineup, just not shocked when you see that he needs an off day. Like, that's where we're at right now. But I will say this, Corey Seager, if you're watching the show tonight, I'm sure he is, double up on whatever it is you are doing. Maintenance, health-wise, call up LeBron, get on his plan, and make it happen, man. Stay as locked in as you can with health. Who knows what this man's career could be if he played 150 plus a season. Keep going. How do I put the lives? Ranger 205. I use StreamYard. It's really, really solid. I messed around a little bit with a couple other streaming services, but StreamYard lets me do all the major socials minus TikTok. That's why y'all see me switching looks. So it's TikTok on the phone, and then everybody else is on my computer. So it's a great, great app. I love it, and I love being able to flash the comments up there. So definitely would highly recommend if you are a content creator, no doubt. What's wrong with 130? I mean, it's not terrible. 130 games. I don't know. I'd like my highest paid player to be playing 150 plus. Can we just say that? I would like my highest paid player on the entire roster to be playing 150 plus. Like, I don't know, y'all. Like 2 days off a month. If you miss 12 games, that's roughly 2 days off a month. Like, I think that's good. I know he's getting a little bit older. He's not that old, like 31. But I think your highest paid player has got to be giving you a little more than a 130. That's just me. Bench him. Yeah, nah. I don't think they were going that drastic. I know you wish they would. Shoot. Kyle Seager, did he kill the Astros too, though? Texas Repo? Kyle Seager, Corey's brother, was a Rangers killer. Absolute Rangers killer. Did Kyle Seager kill the Astros too when he played for the Mariners? I'm sure he did. Shoot. But Kyle Seager, man, you look up his career playing every single year for the Mariners, and you look at his numbers, his splits against the Rangers, it's like ungodly. Don't mention Kyle. Oh, no. It looks like we've got a couple people upset in the comment section. Grant, what do you want to say, brother? All you got to do is be nice, bud. You don't got to throw a little fit. Just chill out, man. Drop the comment again. We don't duck anybody. That's what I always think is hilarious. And if you're only popping in for the first time, you don't know any better. So plead ignorance, but we'll get to everybody's comment. Absolutely. But look, this is a little bit of an all-in-one. I know that maybe y'all are used to people that just sit and look at the comments every single second. That's not me. This is a podcast, right? We do a podcast, but we incorporate the live viewers. Y'all know this. The OGs know it. The real ones know it. So it's a little bit of a combination. But no, I'm not like all the ladies you see on TikTok that literally just stare at the screen and the comments the entire time. So that's not going to be the channel for you if that's what you like. I'm sorry. But do drop the comment in the chat. I'd be happy to get to it. Sam, I know. I got to clap back a little bit here and there. Trust me, we filter out plenty of the nonsense, but we got to clap back a little bit here and there. Brad, thank you, man. Jackson will go on the IL, but the x-rays are negative. Mark Church recall? Is that what we're going to do? Mark Church recall? Or are we going Bosley? Or is Bosley back up with the club right now? Let me go to the 40-man. This is interesting. Who are we going to bring up to replace Luke Jackson? Let me know, by the way, drop it in if they are going to announce who they're calling up. I'll look at my notifications on my phone. But Mark Church is in the minors. Garabito is in the minors. Cole Winn. I guess Bosley is already up. It looks like Bosley. Yeah, Bosley's up with the big league club. So maybe it's going to be Cole Winn. He's been pitching pretty well. I got to tell y'all, I'm not super hyped about Cole Winn doing great in the major leagues. But, dude, this year in the minors, let's look at the minors numbers. Did he finally give up a run? Yes, he has not given up an earned run. Cole Winn has not given up an earned run yet in 12 games in AAA. He has 2 runs to his name, but 0 earned runs. Wow. Impressive. And here's like a stat that I like to look at. The walks are a little high. The strikeouts, 20 strikeouts in 23 innings, 0.94 whip. Look, the stats are great. You wonder if Cole Winn's going to get a shot. How's Mark Church doing, man? How did he end up doing when we sent him down? I have not looked at Mark Church's stats in a hot minute. Let's check it out. So Mark Church in the minors this year, are the numbers not even there? What's going on? Has he been hurt or something? I don't know. I'm not seeing any minor stats this year so far from Mark Church on MLB.com, but maybe I'm off. Has he been hurt, or did he go to some developmental or something like that? I don't know. All right, so probably not Mark Church. Looks like it's probably going to be like Garabito or Cole Winn, if I had to guess. Okay, Mark Church is injured. That's kind of what I thought. It usually notes it on the 40-man roster, even if the guy's in the minors and hurt. I wonder if they're going to end up bringing up Garabito again. That feels like kind of an obvious one, a guy with major league. But maybe they give Cole Winn an opportunity with how well he's been pitching. That, I think, could easily be. Be there on Friday night. Texas Made. What's good, brother? Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the comment, too. Jealous. All y'all that keep telling me I'm going to be there Friday, I'm going to be there Tuesday. I'm living vicariously through you. Man, that game Friday night is going to be fire, too, against the Astros. Silver boot. I love it. What I like, too, is the Rangers have it set up right now. Rangers have it set up where they're going to have DeGrom, right, and Evo both throwing against the Astros. Hope I'm right on that. I think it's Corbin on Wednesday. And then is it DeGrom on Thursday? I love that we set this up for DeGrom and Evo. Not saying there was any intention to it, but I absolutely love that DeGrom and Evo are throwing against the Astros this weekend. John, Latz for closer. This guy, Latz for closer. Woo. I don't know. I would need to have quite a few adult beverages to enjoy Latz closing a ball game. Let me just say that. I would need to have multiple barf bags ready as well. I'm not ready for Jacob Latz at the closer position. Not going to lie. Man, appreciate the gifts. Jack, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Means a lot, brother. Very grateful. Thank you. Diego, you were in section 132? Sweet, man. Those are some nice seats, too. I think I can picture 132 section. Texas Made, thanks for the follow, brother. Means a lot. Okay, so Brad, they're going to wait tomorrow to make a decision on Jackson, but they think he's going to need IL. Is that kind of the read on this, Brad? Cody, yes. Church is on the IL for an oblique injury. Okay. That makes sense. Normally, I just go to Rangers.com, 40-man roster. Normally, even if a guy's on the minors, they mark the IL. Yeah, oh, well, either way, it does ring a bell that Mark Church was hurt. Yeah, Webb, Richard, I'm not there on Webb. I'm not there. Like tonight, I know he got out of it. Look, it was against the Rockies. We'll give it to him, but I'm not there on Jacob Webb in clutch time yet. Another guy you got to get the Tums out for, get the Gas X out, man. Like whatever you need just to make it through. You are playing with fire with some of these dudes closing games. You really are. I definitely am up for Robert Garcia, Chris Martin, even Hobie Milner. Shoot, throw Hobie Milner in there in the 9th. Like, I know it's a little unconventional, but who says no? Like, I'll take Hobie Milner in the 9th. That dude's earned it. I don't want to see Luke Jackson continue to close games. Wish him the best. Wish him a speedy recovery, but I'm over the Luke Jackson experiment in the 9th inning. I've said that a number of times. I'd much rather them go elsewhere. Texas Repo, did I hear about McCullers getting death threats for giving up 10 runs? Jeez. I can't, I'm not even going to go there, with the Houston fans and everything like that, because I know I've got a bunch of really good buddies that are Houston fans. God bless them. I forgive them. But in all seriousness, Lance McCullers, his journey is incredible. Like, it's incredible. I don't care what name he's got on the front of the jersey. Lance McCullers, man, what he went through, making it all the way back after injury. Like any baseball fan can appreciate what Lance McCullers did. Does it suck that he gave up that many runs in his first start back, or one of his first starts back? Yes, it sucks. And I'm sure nobody feels worse than him. My goodness, people giving him death threats? Dude, I mean, I don't even get that. I can't even wrap my brain around that with how much that man went through just to make it back onto the field. The hard work. Rehab is not easy when baseball is your life and that's your only job. There's been a ton of stories from former players. It's not easy making it back from big injuries like Lance McCullers went through. Really too bad. Hunter Brown does look like the real deal, though. I'm with you there. Could be worse, Sam says. We could trade a future Cy Young caliber player for a Aroldis Chapman. You had to go there, Sam. You had to go there, man. Cole Reagans, what could have been. I still say I don't think the Rangers would have ever unlocked Cole Reagans like the Royals did. The Royals tweaked and messed with Cole Reagans' mechanics, and it unlocks something special. I just don't know, even if the Rangers keep Cole Reagans, if they unlock him. Bobby, look, the Mavs literally never move up ever in the lottery. I was shocked that they even got into the top 4. When I heard that the Mavs were top 4, I got to my TV immediately just to see what mayhem would happen, and I never dreamed that it would be the number 1 pick. Justin, yes, sir, Mahle is a beast. Diego, Caleb Martin, that catch was amazing. Richard, Robert Garcia has been freaking nails. I love that dude. Love Robert Garcia. We keep going. If people put a lot of money on him on Prize Picks, who are you talking about, Diego? Sorry. I know we're jumping around all over the place a little bit. Yeah, Justin, I'm with you. Reagans, I will say, as much as we look at what he's doing right now and we miss what could have been, I just don't know if the Rangers ever would have unlocked him like the Royals did. I think that the Royals really took some of his mechanics, tweaked them perfectly, and now you've got a bona fide ace. I think it's a little bit, I want to try and use a PG word, but it's a little bit damning to the Rangers and their development that Cole Reagans leaves the organization and becomes an ace. I know that they've got to be taking that one a little bit personally. At least I hope they are. Let me keep going. You would have taken a amid Cole Reagan's over 2 months of the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's a good one, Sam. You're on a roll tonight, brother. Yeah, look, he had a role in the World Series. He did. And so I'm not going to trade anything for that World Series, but sure would be nice to have a guy like Cole Reagan's in the rotation. Can you imagine like ace Cole Reagan's in this rotation right now? I mean, that'd be scary. DeGrom, Evo, Mahle, Reagan's. That'd be crazy. This is what's fun about baseball, talking about these what ifs, isn't it? Gio says Rangers finally won a one-run game. We went from 6-0 in one run to 6-7, now to 7-7. Baseball. It's a beautiful game, y'all. It is a beautiful game. Chapman's role was selling heart medication in Northeast Texas. Tums, Gas-X, Pepto, all that stuff, man. Chapman was another barf bag guy, as I like to affectionately call the relief pitchers that have to have people in traffic on the base paths in order to pitch well, I guess. And Chappie would get out of some of those situations, but my goodness. Yeah, he definitely kept the heart pumping at times, 100%. Wearing a jersey 2 sizes too small. The Houston pitcher, yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean, though. Wow, 40K strikeouts. That's crazy. It's sad because he was a lefty too. Yep, lefty starter, man. Leclerc was another one. Dude always needed traffic on the base pass. He was. Leclerc was another, as I like to call him, he was a barf bag pitcher. You needed the barf bag ready at all times when Jose Leclerc was on the mound. And you know what? Leclerc, he would sometimes give up a base runner or two, and then he'd lock in. Sometimes it would just go terribly bad. And yes, we would have to leave the room sometimes. Oh, my goodness. We're having a lot of fun on the show tonight, y'all. And you're making that possible. I appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all of the questions y'all been throwing my way. You help keep the show fresh. All y'all that have followed means the world to me. Few people have given gifts during the show. Man, don't deserve that. Grateful for it. Thank you. I'm just a guy hanging out, talking ball. That's what I love about this format. Yes, we get a little bit podcasty at times. I get on my soapbox. Y'all listen. I appreciate it. But we always make time for the comments and questions. Got to get y'all's participation. Got to hear from y'all and what you're thinking to make sure I'm not crazy. A little crazy anyways, but I appreciate you guys to no end. Rangers Cy Young train is alive and well. Evo is going to be up there. Mahle, DeGrom. It might be 1, 2, 3, Evo, Mahle, DeGrom in no particular order for Cy Young. That's not going to shock me in the slightest. I mean, look, Tarek Skubal, dude's going to be up there, no doubt. But you know what? Tyler Mahle, DeGrom, Evo, they are forcing themselves into the discussion. I love it. No, I don't think anybody can stop Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt, I would love to have him in a Rangers uniform. Love watching him play the game. That pen was wild. Last year, it got a little bit more lockdown. The 23 pen was a roller coaster at times. It really was. I'm enjoying. I'm going to look forward to when we get Sporzy back, too. That's one guy we keep forgetting about. Josh Spors having him back, that's going to be huge. All right, y'all. I got to get going. We're going to be back tomorrow. And, of course, we're gearing up for the Astros series this weekend. We'll be going live during almost every Astros-Rangers game, giving you the play-by-play. It's going to be awesome. But, look, we get the win 2-1. It was ugly at times, so we got it done. And that's all that matters. We're going to look back on this game in a month, and it's going to be a win. It's going to be a win. We might remember a couple of details, but it's a win. We take it, we move on, and we hope the Rangers can get 2 more games in this one heading into that Silver Boot series. It's going to be great. Appreciate all y'all's support. If you're not following, you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that follow or subscribe button. And if you know somebody that's a diehard, you know somebody that loves the Rangers, just loves talking ball, I would love if you would share this live with them or go to my account after the live is over. Share one of my videos with them. Let's keep growing this great group of people we got talking ball, talking Rangers baseball. Appreciate you. And as I always say to end every show, God bless and go Rangers.